Welcome back to Civil Engineers YouTube channel. In this practical video, I will guide you for two big mistakes in the construction of plinth beam, which is under construction. Already they did plinth level, which is above from the road level up to 2 feet. Now, after completion of steel reinforcement in plinth beam, they will place this plinth beam on the top of this plinth level. Guys, you can see this is under construction. Now I will guide you for two big mistakes in the construction of this plinth beam. Guys, you can see we have two numbers at the bottom, 3 at the top level, which is compression zone. Guys, you can see that is road level, and here the plinth level is above up to 2 feet from the road level. Now what is the big mistake here? The first big mistake, guys, you can see practically this is end of the beam, where we don't have any extension of the plinth beam. That's why, because at the end we have this column. To make a good bond between steel and concrete, they should provide development length. So the upper portion steel reinforcement should be run to the downward side, and the down two numbers of bars should be bent to the upward side to make a good bond between steel and concrete. But they did not provide, which is very important. And the length of the development length you can keep up to 0.42D. But unfortunately they didn't provide, but it should not be less than 6 inches. It's also depend on the depth of the beam. Guys, you can see we have 3 numbers in upper portion of this beam. So 3 numbers of bars should be bent to the downward side. If you don't provide, it can be slip from each other inside concrete after some time. So therefore it should be provided at the downward side. The length should not be less than 6 inches, and the downward side steel reinforcement should be go to the upward side to make a good bond between steel and concrete. This is the other beam coming from the so this is short beam, and the other one, this is long beam. Both sides should be bent at the end of this beam, which is connected to this RCC column, which size is 15 by 15 inches. Here we have 8 numbers of steel rods, dia is 16 millimeter, and you can see, guys, we have 5 numbers of steel rods in this plinth beam, 2 at the bottom, 3 at the top. Guys, you can see this is the other beam. At the both sides they didn't provide the development length. So therefore, if it is connected to the other beam, so the development length should be provided at the other column. But now this is end of the beam, so therefore development length is important to provide here. The second big mistake, guys, you can see also they provided 2 numbers of bars at the bottom, 3 at the top. So this is the opposite of the proper design. That's why, because 3 or 4 numbers of bars should be provided at the bottom. Bottom portion is called tension zone, and concrete is weak in tension but it's strong in compression. But they did opposite design. Next, guys, you can see the spacing of stirrups. Hooks are bent on 90 degree. It should be provided on 135 degree. The hook's length should not be less than 3 inches. Already they did wrong design for this steel reinforcement. So if you are working on construction site, or if you want to build your house, so remember, you should hire the structural engineer to guide you technically and to provide you the structural design, which can help you for the project, and it will take long time. So if you are making the design by a steel fixer, so you will face more problems in the future for any construction, if that is commercial building or residential building. Next, guys, you can see the spacing. The first stirrup is placed up to 6 inches spacing. So this is the other big mistake, and the others are provided at the distance of 9 inches. So these are some common mistakes as I discussed the front of you in this short video. Next, guys, you can see the hook's length should not be less than 3 inches. Spacing should be provided at the distance of L by 4 closely. After L by 4 you can increase. You can see, guys, at this project you can't see any development length. So this is one of the big mistake, which is very important to provide development length, but you can't see at this construction. If you are working on construction site, so be careful, especially for these technical terms which I have discussed in front of you. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Goodbye.